I'm Suzi Wild and you're watching Shit My Prime Minister Says. Then we came to the One show just to have another example of Shit My Prime Minister Says. Theresa May doing her best to pretend that she's in some hilarious sitcom with her husband, called The Maze.
To the nitty-gritty then, Philip. I mean, how hard is it to win a negotiation with your wife?
I get to decide when I take the bins out, not if I take the bins out.
But, I mean, of course...
Boy jobs and girl jobs, you see.
There's boy jobs and girl jobs.
Ooh, there's boy jobs and girl jobs. Aren't we a lovely couple? Aren't we a sitcom couple? Yes, let's pretend that this is all one big laugh. What they're talking about with girls jobs and boy jobs is actually detrimental to a lot of women. There are a lot of women facing industries where they are discriminated against because of their gender. So a lot of the science, technology, engineering, medicine, the STEM industries are suffering a bit with this and having to increase the intake of women. So for our Prime Minister to come and go, girl jobs, boy jobs, like she's on Loose Women and acting like, oh, this is just such a cool, fun thing for us to do. I hate that, and I hate also how they acted as if the nitty-gritty, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, as if they're going to say, yeah, why'd you starve thousands of kids, just out of interest? Why'd you kill off the disabled? And then instead they went, who does the washing up? Who takes the bins out? No.
I definitely do the taking the bins out. I do the traditional boy jobs by and large.
Yeah, yeah. Now, of course, Prime Minister, you famously used the B word when you were describing how difficult you can be.
When I used it, I was, of course, using a description that somebody else, a colleague, had used of me.
Yeah.
No, Theresa, you were using the description the whole country says of you.
But I'm just sort of making the point that actually, you know, when you're in negotiations, you need to be tough.
And recently you went on a lovely walking holiday in Snowdonia. And you came back and decided that you would call an election. Now, originally you said that you wouldn't do that until 2020.
She's there telling us about how she's strong and stable. I do the right thing. I am the ghost of Margaret Thatcher. I do the right thing. But she can't make up her mind about when to call an election. That's a pretty big thing. That's not like, oh, I don't know, I might go Sainsbury's, I might go Tesco's, I don't know, whatever takes my mood. It depends if I got a club card or a nectar card. That's like a big decision that affects our whole country. And then the whole thing of we went to Snowdonia. Aren't we British? Aren't we great? Walks along the countryside. Yes. Oh. As if they're in some Enid Blyton novel or something. No, this is a woman who was responsible for ensuring that thousands of disabled people were killed off and that poverty rose and that children aren't allowed to eat anymore because that's just a fun thing she likes to do. So let's not try and make it as if it's wish you were here and they're just doing some TripAdvisor thing of, oh, the Prime Minister holding hands with her husband around the countryside. 4 stars, I love the ambience.
So with that particular walking holiday then, did you go to clear your mind?
Is this serious journalism? Is this, have I gone mad? Is this like some school project journalism where people just go, oh yeah, do you want to be a journalist one day? All right, write about how we went to the field trip.
We love walking in the Welsh mountains. I mean, that is the reason.
Choice.
That is the reason we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I just hate how the presenters are forced to show that they love them. Oh, good choice. It's like, you know, if you've ever had a waitressing job and the person is being an absolute dick to you, but you still have to pretend you like them because you know you need to be fed, and you're just like, yeah, excellent, good choice, good choice.
What was the drive back to London like?
Breaking news, the drive back to London was fine. Yes, they did stop off at a Burger King. We have breaking news now. He went for a Whopper.
And you know, when you've decided what you think is right, then just get on with the job and get on with it.
And head down.
Like the time she decided to remain and then switched her mind. Okay.
Well, we are not going to be discussing politics in the capital, Pete, tonight, because the Prime Minister...
We're not discussing politics with the Prime Minister. Great. Thank you, BBC. Glad to know the licence fee is going where it needs to. You've been watching Shit My Prime Minister Says. If you want to see any more of these videos, go to my YouTube channel and you can also see them at realmedia.press.